That's stone crop.
Stone crop.
Yes, ma'am. CROP on the end. And this is the only sedum that's reported to be in the national park.
Really? This right in this area?
In the whole park.
Really?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's called
stone crop.
Stone crop.
It loves getting on rocks.
Okay.
Roots. Hey, how are y'all? I see a new one I haven't seen this year. In Webster's dictionary, you won't find the word wildflowering, but I think all of us ought to go together and get that word added. You got rowing, you got fishing, hunting, driving, golfing, so why not have a word wildflowering? Today we're going to take advantage of the beautiful day and the wildflowers are out, and we're going to take a walk up the Chestnut Top Trail for about a half mile and see what's blooming. I'm Tom Harrington. I'm a volunteer interpreter with the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. I have been serving since April of 2000. I do volunteer in Cades Cove most of the days, and then also I go out and do trail reports and wildflower reports. And I kid folks, I say I would pay them to get to do what I do because I enjoy doing it. Fire pinks, and look up through there. And you know, the most amazing thing about the fire pinks, notice where they're growing. They grow in the hottest, driest, sorriest soil you could ever imagine. Some friends in April of 1982 invited me to go hiking with them after church on Sunday. And we did about 2.5 miles in the Cooper Road Trail. And it was just like fireworks went off, sirens rung. I was bitten. Hiking it just gets in your blood if you're inclined that way. And I've always loved the mountains so much. When I was about 7, my parents had some friends, and they had a '47 Ford convertible, and they drove us to the mountains, and I was hooked from the mountains then. Oh, you found something. Y'all like to see something unusual? That's cancer root. See this one? It's white all the way through, cancer root. I've found it on this trail before, but I missed it just now. Lousewort. It's also called wood, B-E-T-O-N-Y. And it doesn't last long. Most of the blooms are yellow, but I have, on the Husky Gap Trail, I found red ones. The park says they have more than 1,500 different species that bloom. I guess botanists would remember them, but I don't know how anybody's mind could remember that many. I tell folks I know about 105 of them, that's it. Now, every winter, what I do, I get the wildflower books and just constantly review so I can try to stay fresh with remembering what they are. I had a friend that used to hike with me, and he'd get very upset because I'd stop and smell the fragrance and make photos. And he said, "We're running late." He was like he had a schedule. And I said, "You don't want to hike with me when the wildflowers are out." This one might be good. I get a little bit there. It's got a sweet lemon fragrance. If the sun's on it, the fragrance will always be better. The park is basically my main interest. There's something about being in nature that's just so reassuring and calming, and it leaves you with a sense of peace. I mean, it's such a wonderful experience to get out into nature. And I think we can come more to terms with ourselves and our place in life if we experience nature as much as possible. There was a survey I was told that was done, and out of all the people that come in the park, 95% of them are never more than 50 feet from their cars. What I do is I try to get the people to get out into and experience it. One time I led a church group and this man said, I'm 83. I took him on a wildflower walk and he said, I've hiked these mountains all of my life. Today I saw my first wildflower. And that spoke loudly to me. More people need to know some of the benefits they can reap by getting out into the wild. My understanding is the honey that's made from nectar from the purple phacelia is among the best one can taste. I've always admired the park rangers so much, and it's been my pleasure to serve in the park and look forward to doing it for many more years.